Get to work.
Like that?
What's the matter?
Well, I think that zipper should be heading north.
Well, I'm sorry, sweetie. I thought you always liked this sweater.
Come on, Daddy. She looks great in that.
Morning.
Honey, do you think Mom's sweater shows too much cleavage?
You gotta love The In-Laws. The In-Laws, a new comedy starring Gene Smart and Dennis Farina. Coming to NBC Tuesdays this fall.
You got nothing to say till I
I'm
tell
a
you.
grown woman. I can do what I want.
You stay with your own people.
You are such a hypocrite.
You gonna cry now?
I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Well, he's gonna go learn to be a man.
I will not send him to that place.
For what? For what? Come home to
What
this?
is with you, Tony?
Listen to Mr. Mob Boss.
What did you call me?
Look at everybody we know.
Whatever you're thinking, you just stop thinking it right
Why
now.
don't we just get it all out there?
Hey, we should keep this in the family.
Count on it. The HBO Saturday Night Guarantee. A new movie this week, every week. She's got a secret.
I'll never tell.
He has to find it. Michael Douglas, Brittany Murphy. Don't say a word. They framed the wrong guy.
You're making a big mistake.
Now they're going to pay. Jet Li, Bridget Fonda, Kiss of the Dragon. In music, she found her passion and herself.
You sing this as you would sing this.
Mariah Carey, Glitter. Stealing the gold was easy.
How'd I get so lucky?
Splitting it up was murder. Gene Hackman, Danny DeVito, Heist. And look what else you can count on. We deliver the Saturday Night Guarantee.
I should warn you before you make your Labor Day plans that Amtrak, facing growing equipment problems this week with cracks in the engines and rails, halted not just its high-speed service, but 25 to 30% of some of its regular service as well. Now, I've got an idea. Why don't you cut 100% of your shit service and start over? How much money have we already thrown at this train system, all right? All we have is so much chronic lateness that the only thing you can set your watch by is the fucking derailments. You know, if I didn't know any better, I'd say Amtrak was being run by the federal government. Come on, how hard can it be to run a train? France does it. You know, all you have to do is keep the train on the track. The wheels are in the grooves. How is it that we have the technology so I can get on a roller coaster at Six Flags that does 3 complete loops in a corkscrew 100 times a day with an almost perfect safety record? Yet the engine of the coast-to-coast Zephyr gets launched into the weeds because a blue jay shit a sunflower seed onto the cross ties. I mean, come on. You know. You know, if the guy who drove the golden spike that connected the Transcontinental Railroad had seen what his achievement would eventually become, he would have driven the spike into his own head. Now, admittedly, we need cheap ground transportation to carry freight to transport troops in wartime, of course, because we don't want hobos on planes. But what we really need to do is rip up all the tracks and start over with something comparatively safe and modern, like dirigibles. All aboard my ass. Trains are shit. All right, let's see. What's new in the world this week? White House officials said on Tuesday President Bush has not yet decided how he will remove Saddam Hussein from power, by invasion, by supporting a coup, or by the lesser publicized option of luring him into a fiddling match with a devil that he cannot possibly win. The American Bar Association says that the U.S. government's secret detention of foreigners on immigration charges after September 11th is wrong, and that they should be allowed to have lawyers, or at the very least, if they are not allowed counsel, then the lawyers should be allowed to bill them. And Iraqi officials said they were, Felder, did you write that joke? What are you starting the applause for back there? That was a shit joke. I'm lucky I got out with good faith from the crowd. See you back there. Is that your joke? Iraqi officials say they were ready to begin talks on UN arms inspections, provided the talks are not preceded by any conditions. Isn't that a condition? Let's play Plinko. Highway safety experts are concerned about a growing trend among drivers who remove the steering wheel airbag in their car and replace it with a television screen. Well, come on, if people can't watch TV while they're driving, what are they supposed to talk on their cell phones about? You know, these cars with the TVs are a favorite target for LA carjackers who want to follow their own high-speed pursuit live as it happens. In you ever watch one of them and around 10 minutes in you think, when did I turn into a complete shitbag that I will watch this shit? In a related story, a North Carolina man is facing obscenity charges for watching a pornographic video on a television screen while driving his Lincoln Navigator. The man reportedly told officers that there just wasn't anything else in traffic worth masturbating to. You ever have one of those days? I sometimes go European in traffic. Newsweek is reporting that Osama bin Laden and 28 followers rode out of Tora Bora on horseback in December. Newsweek said what alerted them to the move was that bin Laden sent in a change of address card to Newsweek's couldn't get through a subscription, but at that point we had deeper trouble. I wonder why the precogs didn't warn me about that joke. Scientists at an earthquake center in California say it's now possible to give as much as 30 seconds warning before some major quakes. That's good. That should give me an extra half minute to run around in circles screaming, "Oh, fuck! Oh, fuck! Oh, fuck!" And a British marketing firm said Monday it would pay people $800 for the right to transform them into human billboards for a new video game starring a time-traveling American Indian who slays bionically enhanced dinosaurs. That's 800 cash, right? Guns N' Roses kicking off its world tour this week in Hong Kong. The group hopes the concert will earn them enough money to buy a ticket home. And 80s pop singer Adam Ant pleaded guilty Tuesday to brawling after threatening pub patrons in England with a starter pistol because they laughed at his clothes. He was sentenced to 30 days in jail and then given his own reality show on E! By the way, the audience for the Ann and Nicole Smith show dipped in its second week on E! But the channel said it is being watched by a very desirable demographic, that demographic being people who are so stupid they'll buy any piece of shit you put in front of them. And on Sunday, rock drummer Tommy Lee proposed marriage to singer-dancer Métis Garcia. Lee said he has already hired a wedding planner to coordinate the catering, flowers, and unauthorized fuck film of him and his wife. You know, it's not like Tommy Lee is any different from the rest of America. All our families are becoming a motley crew. Thanks to divorce, remarriage, stay-at-home dads, gay couples adopting, Ozzie and Sharon replacing Ozzie and Harriet, the typical American family is more loosely defined than Robert Ebert's abs. Now, I don't want to get off on a rant here. You know, Roger's chunkier brother, but Today's American family is going through more combinations than the guy from Memento trying to open his gym locker. Today, we have step-parents, half-brothers, surrogate mothers, first wives, foster kids, adoptive parents. It's gotten to the point where you can send your lover into a 30-minute mid-fuck quandary simply by shouting, "Who's your daddy?" Even companies recognize the power of the family. They're always using the term to create a more intimate bond with their customers. Yeah, sure, you're a family at the Olive Garden until you ask them for a loan or try to get them to watch your kids while you go away for a long weekend. With longer life expectancies, many parents these days also have to take care of their own elderly parents. This phenomenon is called by a variety of names: the sandwich generation, dual responsibility, multi-generational caretaking, or in many cases, simply payback's a bitch time. You go right up to your room and think about what you've done. There's a growing trend of stay-at-home fathers and working mothers. Dads change the diapers, does laundry, drives the carpools, and takes the kids to their doctor's appointments. What I don't like is the reverse machismo these guys foist on you, like they're more evolved than you because the woman in their home works. Hey, you were a stay-at-home dad because you went to a little college in northern Vermont and studied ethnic puppetry while your wife got an MBA from Wharton, you zucchini-breaking half-man, you. You know, we must admit that not every non-traditional family arrangement is beneficial for the kids. Now take Tarzan, for example. He was raised by chimpanzee parents, off in the trees all day long, constantly throwing their own shit at each other. As a result, he spends his adult life having major intimacy issues with Jane, but never develops the communication skills to come clean and say to her, "It is not you, it is me." The media, don't mercy. The media is notorious for making us feel inadequate by raising our expectations and constantly barraging us with images of the perfect, ideal family unit. Damn you, Spy Kids 2. You know, even among TV families, you'll find more unconventional arrangements nowadays than in a flower shop owned by Picasso. From Raising Dad to the Gilmore Girls to the Bernie Mac show, there's so many familial variations. It comes as kind of a breath of fresh air to see a normal, healthy nuclear family like the Osbournes. You know, it's gotten to the point where kids watch the Osbournes and think their parents don't love them because they never say fuck in front of them. What is strange to one family is normal to another. Nothing freaks out Anna Nicole Smith's kid like watching episodes of Leave It to Beaver. Say, come to think of it, isn't Leave It to Beaver what Anna Nicole Smith's old guy husband wrote in his will? You know, the key... The key to raising a happy family is rolling with whatever life throws at you. I have no objection to both parents working if it's the only way to put food on the table. Yet, I can't help but wonder if maybe the kids are missing out on something. Maybe one parent could work longer hours so the other doesn't have to. Or better yet, make the kids find work so both parents can stay at home. Like I said, it's all about rolling with it, you know. And to all the people out there who insist there's only one right way to raise a family, before you publicly moan about how traditional family values will crumble if kids can be adopted by gay parents or single moms or anybody else who gets your modest ankle-length panties into a knot, you better have adopted at least 5.5 million American kids in foster care who desperately need a permanent home. And once you've done that, feel free to speak your mind, but until then, just please shut up. Because the truth is, the secret to building the ideal American family has nothing to do with gender, genetics, or color. It has to do with the capacity for love and understanding. It's honesty and a sense of fairness. It's the ability to acknowledge mistakes and a willingness to correct them. And a lot of money. Shitloads and shitloads and shitloads of money. Of course, that's just my opinion. I could be wrong. I want to know what you think, America. Give me a call, 1-800-522-8673, from his hit movies to the Blues Brothers to his Days on SNL. My guest tonight has been making all kinds of American families laugh for years. Now he can be seen on Tuesdays at 8:30 in the ABC comedy According to Jim, with a family so dysfunctional they should have their own reality show. Please welcome Jim Belushi, ladies and gentlemen. Jim. How are you, Jimbo?
I'm doing all right, doing all right.
You're holding that network up over there, babe. You and the practice, the only things that doing well.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I just got whacked from ABC. How do you find them?
I like them. They're all right, you know.
I liked them too, right up until the day they whacked me.
Right to the end there, yeah. Well, they're treating us all right. They supporting the family show. It's a family network, and we have a good family on our show, and we're trying to, bullshit. You know, it's really just, it's a fucking bitch in every network, man. I don't know. It's tough business.
What about growing up? Now, what is your background again? Your heritage is
Albanian.
Albanian.
Yeah.
Now, what is that? My big fat Greek wedding sort of tight family, or what's the deal there?
Well, we're kind of gypsy thieves.
So you're
dancers, pickpocketers. You know, we make really good actors and comedians, though. I mean, my brother John was really the gypsy thief. I mean, he looked like it, you know. He looked like he'd steal a goose out of your house, you know.
See,
our house was kind of like that Greek wedding thing. I mean, there's somebody in our house who was always afraid of the Turks, you know, because of the Ottoman Empire. Honest to God, I mean, that Ottoman Empire really screwed up a lot of people.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, I never even met a Turk, and I hate them, you know. I mean,
how scary can a people be if their main weapon is a footstool?
But, you know, we grew up in a marginal, what they call I'm a marginal man. We grew up in a family that was ethnic at home, and then we were in, you know, a regular society, so we kind of lived this margin. It was very difficult growing up in our house.
You know what? When you were coming on here, I was thinking, what should I talk to Jimmy about? And I thought, you know what? I'm not going to mention John, because I'm sure like half the interviews you do in your life are about John. I find it sweet you brought him up right away, in a way. And I was wondering, I never knew him.
It's family. I mean, we're just talking about family, right?
Yeah, but I never. I think that must be an odd way to go through your life. You probably love talking about John. What was he like as a brother? Was he good?
Well, you know, I love John. I love talking about John.
No, but I'm saying people like me,
right.
I go to talk to you, I think I should talk to Jim Belushi. This might be diluted,
right.
But I was thinking, don't talk to him about John, talk to him about him.
Oh,
but I'm saying, what was John?
I'm just not as interesting as John, first of all. John is a very interesting character.
Yeah, well tell us what he was like, because you're the only one who really knows.
Well, you know, I'll be honest with you, I really don't know.
No, he left
there? I mean, you grow up in a family, you know, John was 5.5 years older. My little brother was 5.5 years younger. So you put it, I'm in 8th grade and John's a senior.
Right.
He ain't fucking hanging out with me.
He was Belushi.
Yeah, you know, it was like, hey man, can I smoke a joint with you? Get the fuck out of here. You know? So I really didn't know.
Did you know he was funny? Did you idolize him when you were in 8th grade? Did you look up?
You know, our house was, you know, people go, what did you have there, a comedy farm? You know, it must have been a blast in that Belushi house. You must have laughed and laughed and laughed. Fuck no, it was tense. You know, we had parents. I mean, my parents are dead, and God bless them, and I love them, and, you know, may you go in peace and all that.
They're in the balcony?
They're right up there.
Okay.
They're always following. But my parents were so emotionally immature that they were like siblings.
Right.
And, you know, they were so dramatic, and the house was so split up. Our family was so separate that, you know, until John made money, we had no leader in our family. Whoever makes the most money in our family is the leader. So, you know, we were fucked until Saturday Night Live. And then, oh, wait a minute, and then you know, you want to talk about John, I'll talk about John.
All right.
Son of a bitch. Then he fucking died.
Yeah.
Right? And now I make the most money. Oh, no, I wasn't trained for this job. Now I'm the head of the family. Oh, and I did not do a good job. So,
now, how are you as a patriarchal figure to your younger brother that you talked about, the 5.5-year one?
Billy, we're not talking right now.
Oh, okay.
We had a little scuffle. But I just moved my sister and my nephew out from Chicago.
Yeah?
Today, actually, she moved in today to
Good
California.
brother.
Yeah,
Good brother,
Well, my
Jimmy.
mom, you know, the day my mom died, she, you know, literally, it's one of those, Jimmy, take care of your sister. Bitch. All right, I'll take care of her.
I'm glad I went back to John because you got candid, brother. This is beautiful, man. Now, what about your, what is your, you're married now? How many kids do you have?
Oh, I got three children. I got a, three. I got a 21-year-old, and I got a little girl, Jamie.
You got the cliff notes on this family.
And I got a little boy, just the cutest little thing. He's 6 months old.
Yeah? You gonna raise him a Cub fan, or you don't want to break his
Oh, yeah,
heart?
Cubs fan right off the bat.
Yeah?
Oh, absolutely.
That's
I mean,
the Cubs.
Cubs, Bears, you know.
That's the beautiful thing about being a Cub fan. You don't give a shit if they strike.
No.
You got the cancel the World Series. You got the same ending you usually have.
Yeah, it's the same one. Now they're gonna win. You gotta have faith. You gotta believe in the Cubs. But I got a little girl who's really screwing me up. She's
Why, you just head over heels in love?
She's just, you know, I went through decades of trying to understand women, and I finally get there and understand women and what they want and what they need. And then this little girl comes and just challenges all of it. She's just throwing me up in the air. She's like, she's just fucking with me.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a girl. I mean, she's, you know, she wants these lollipops. She wants this candy. She wants this sugar. And if I don't give it to her, she's already got this passive-aggressive behavior. She won't talk to me for a day and a half.
Does that screw you up?
Yeah, I'm like with my wife. I'm going, Jenny, she doesn't like me. You know, she goes, quit taking it so personal. It's a 3-year-old kid, you know. No, she doesn't like me. You know, she can't manipulate me like this for a sucker. I mean,
she's leveraging you.
Yeah, she's just dropped me to a kid.
What about the 21-year-old now? How are you with him? Do you find that you're making less mistakes with the younger ones that you made with him, or were you pretty good with him?
I fuck up all along the line. Yeah. No, I'll tell you the bad. I'll tell you, divorce is the worst thing. It's the worst thing. It's like putting children in front of a train. It's a terrible thing, and it was really hard in my relationship with my son. But now we've gone through some very difficult times. And now we've really come out the other side in a really great relationship. I'm loving my boy.
No, when you were going to get divorced, did you not think that on the other side of it? Did you think, I love this kid so much I can't fuck him up like that, or you just weren't thinking that way?
I was so young.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was 26 when I got married. And, you know, I had, I don't want to blame my parents, but, you know, I didn't really have a lot of great role modeling for family kind of stuff.
So you were a little lost, stumbling around?
I was lost.
And then all of a sudden, I see in Salvador, I think, wow, this kid has got great chops. And then I see in Thief, and I think, fuck, I mean, Thief is a monster movie. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, I can see that you move into the leading man status for a while there. You're doing movies.
Yeah, and I lose weight and everything.
I know. I said, all of a sudden,
that was a big mistake. Oh, no, that's not me.
Well, you know, I don't mean to be mean, but in a way, I think of you as that you were so great as Khan's second banana. And, you know, with you and Woods, the interaction in Salvador was genius. When you guys were at that body pound, man, that is about as grim as
you know what? Last night, I finished shooting a movie in Vegas with John Savage, who was in that movie, and we did that El Platon, I think it was where all those dead bodies were. That's a heavy scene.
Yeah, that is a heavy scene.
Heavy
well,
movie.
Jimmy, it sounds like for all your everybody stumbles in life, and you all got to make it through it in your own way. It sounds like you came out the other end. Like you said, you turned into a good dad on your own, man.
Great. Thank
I appreciate you coming on tonight. Jimmy Belushi, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to miss you. You're a good man. I'm going to miss you. huh? Yeah, good cat. You've been turning that camera on me for years, making me look like a Batman villain. Some say Vice President Dick Cheney's rapid rise to power in Washington stems from the fact that he owns the guest sign-in book from the Mustang Ranch brothel. Whenever they visit the United States, Israeli Foreign Minister Shimon Peres's bodyguard Shami takes advantage of being able to let his guard down by working on his river dance moves in the background. Psst, psst, don't tell the president, but when I was in Afghanistan, I dined on human head and I liked it. Yeah, he didn't really. He'll be okay. It was just a joke. My husband tried the Viagra Senator dole, and 2 weeks later, I still can't walk straight. Man, that was some sweet loving. A sideline from high-level White House foreign policy meeting, Secretary of State Colin Powell is spending more and more time bidding for milk glass and old cameos at Virginia state auctions. Senator Joe Lieberman was amazed at what airport security officials were able to pull out of him after conducting a cavity search. Huh? That is the most full of shit man in American politics, right there, huh? I almost walked down there and told Clinton, shut the fuck up. Kwanda didn't even know what the word dipshit meant, but there it was, flying out of her mouth. Now, see, this next joke is my idea of a great joke. Watch, it'll get nothing. Then in '67, Eartha Kitt calls to say she's pregnant, thinks I'm the dad. Long story short, I cut her a check and head east. Cut her a check's a very funny phrase. See, because he wouldn't be saying that. You know, why would he date the Catwoman? That is the nexus of the humor. Because of his weight, the lingering smell of cow shit, and the fact that he treated all women as unclean vessels he knew them to be, Norris spent little time on the dating scene. The Yasser Arafat balloons are not only filled with hot air, but if they explode, Arafat denies any responsibility for it. And Israel is offering you nothing. My advice is to take it. Here we see Dr. Stephen J. Hatfill, a bioweapons expert, under scrutiny for anthrax attacks, while his lawyer denies that his client looks crazy, shifty, or evil. And here German Foreign Minister Joschka Fischer jogs along, unaware that every stride or so his uncircumcised kraut penis peeks out of his dolphin shorts. Markle couldn't believe the floodwaters cut him off from his pie. Smooth Frankie's M.O. was to swoop in when the old ball and chain was taking communion. The worst thing about being Mini-Me's personal assistant is having to bring his ride around after a show. Here, Mexican President Vicente Fox confesses to the... This isn't going to work. On to the next one. The Pope's about to retire. I'm doing a joke about masturbation with Vicente Fox, you know. Well, you know the crux of the joke. And I just thought I'd spare you. Declaring she was old enough to date who she wanted, Britain's Queen Elizabeth has been seen lately with Abby Delbanabi, the transistor radio king of Liverpool. Frank tried to pretend he was busy whenever Matilda put on her intercourse bonnet. And finally, Kyle was really enjoying himself until he felt Jill's dick in his ass. Guess what, folks? That's the news. I'm out of here. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Next on HBO. You haven't really heard poetry until you've experienced it from the perspectives of these artists. Russell Simmons presents Deaf Poetry. Next on HBO.
On the next episode of Sex and the City.
They say you're always looking for a job, a boyfriend, or an apartment. Why does 1 minus a plus 1 feel like it adds up to 0?
There's about to be a huge soiree thrown in your honor.
Yes, and I'll be without a +1.
Oh.
You know each other?
I remember you.
I remember you too. Naked.
I have to tell you something.
Have you thought about a freshening chemical peel?
Oh.
Bunny, what are you doing here?
Oh, well, hello, Charlotte.
Is it a bad thing if the party is better than the book?
Nominated for 10 Emmy Awards, including Best Actress, 2 for Best Supporting Actress, and Best Comedy Series. An all-new episode of Sex and the City. Sunday night at 9 on HBO, with an encore Monday night at 10 on HBO 2.
I understand we have some business to discuss.
I took care of the thing.
A lot of money at stake.
He's been selling out his own guys to the feds.
Somebody in my family's talking out of school, and you're not at liberty to say who?
I'm trying to explain.
It's a $250 million job.
What did I say?
Is it all just about money?
Think. The big fucking picture, huh?
I'm talking about my honor.
Are you listening to me?
I'm warning you, don't do it.
You have any idea what you've done?
So much for loyalty, huh?